Welcome back, fans, to the ECHL Insider. I am your host, Garrett Hunter, excited to talk more ECHL action with you. But before we get to the top 5 games of the week, let's talk about the 4 undefeated teams remaining. The Kansas City Mavericks have the best record in the ECHL right now at 5-0. They look to keep that undefeated streak going this week against their division foe, the Rapid City Rush. Then the other 3 undefeated teams, all in the South Division. The Atlanta Gladiators, Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and Jacksonville Icemen each have a 3-0 record here early in the season. But they all play each other next week, so it should be interesting who will stay undefeated and who will take their first loss of this season. Let's get you down to the top 5 games of the week. We will start out in Canada with the big rivalry, Newfoundland Growlers and Trois-Rivières Lions on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 teams that have had a pretty good start to the season. Newfoundland only 2 losses coming last week to the South Carolina Stingrays. Trois-Rivières only 1 loss here early in the year. So these 2 teams look to build a lot of momentum against their rival. Big time matchup, I think, especially for the Growlers. They've had 6 games to start the season at home. They go on the road now. See if they can get that road victory against rival Trois-Rivières. And at number 4, the South Carolina Stingrays and undefeated Jacksonville Icemen will battle it out on Thursday night. South Carolina, 2 big wins last week in Newfoundland against the Growlers, but Jacksonville 3-0. They also have 2 wins against the defending Kelly Cup champs Florida Everblades. So big time matchup. We know what offensive talent South Carolina has, but that will definitely be tested against goaltender Joe Murdaka, who had a great week last week for the Icemen. At number 3 is the Reading Royals, traveling to take on the Toledo Walleye on Friday from the Huntington Center. No easy task to beat the Walleye on the road. Royals have been a little inconsistent here to start the season. They look to get a big time morale boost if they can go on the road and beat the Walleye on a Friday night. And at number 2, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits and the Atlanta Gladiators on Wednesday from Gas South Arena. 3-0 versus 3-0. We've already talked about it. What a matchup this will be. Atlanta seems unstoppable through their first 3 games. They had a 6-0 win against the Allen Americans last week. They look to keep that momentum going this week against Greenville. No easy task, though, for each of these teams. Both of these teams really, really strong, especially defensively. And in goal, a lot of talent on both of these rosters. So I'm looking forward to see who comes out with the win on Wednesday night. And our top game of the week, the Jacksonville Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits on Saturday night. This could be 4-0 versus 4-0, depending on how the Wednesday and Thursday night matchup go for Jacksonville and Greenville. But even if they aren't undefeated when they meet on Saturday night, still will be a great matchup. Lot of goaltending strength for both of these 2 teams. So I'm definitely excited to see who comes out with a big-time win on Saturday night. Now, make sure to check out our Fight of the Week. Look forward to showing you that. Make sure to subscribe to our channel below, and we will talk about more ECHL action next week.
Of Iowa's season, he's dropped the gloves with Roman Canal. Canal much bigger. Durf hanging in there, rips his helmet off. Make that number 2, Jeremy Masala, who knocks down Durflinger. But Durf gets in there, tries to mix it up a little bit, get the boys going. Maybe got a punch on Masala, who's about 10 inches tall.